all good. All right. And it should be.
Ah,
How are you? You look fabulous. Look at that. Look at the
I
hair.
have my right eyebrow is coming undone.
You know what? You still look good regardless. You don't have to worry about anything.
Look at me on episode 1 of Canada's Drag Race. I'm dead.
How's life? How's everything going?
I need a beauty filter.
Yeah, girl, you don't need no beauty filter. You are gorgeous. I feel so plain.
Confetti falling. Look,
Oh my god. Wait, how do you do that?
I'm celebrating.
Oh
I'm
my.
celebrating Pride. Happy Pride, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Kiss Edmonton 91.7.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us today. We're really excited that we get the chance to talk with you today.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with you. I'm actually happy that I'm emotional
Why are you emotional?
because I finally get to do this with you. Listen, we have Brown Girl Magic.
Yes.
We worked endlessly in the TV industry to get our names out there, and now look, hun.
It's crazy. It's crazy like how full circle we've gone, and I'm so excited because just to see your journey and just to see you progress has been such a lovely feeling. And because I know how hard you've worked for this, and now on top of everything that you've accomplished, you've got new music, you have an EP dropping. So I want to know, take us back like all the way to the beginning. I was creeping your social, and I know that you posted some videos of like grade 9 Priyanka singing and jamming out with her friends. So was singing and something that you always wanted to pursue?
Yeah, like I am, I started a bedroom queen. And I was like, there's just something so, especially, okay, there's so many layers to this bedroom thing. Like, as a kid, a bedroom is a safe space where you get to be unapologetically yourself. And then in that same bedroom is where, I thought of like, am I gay? Am I not gay? Am I bisexual? Am I this? Am I that? In that same bedroom is also where I would throw on, Buttons by the Pussycat Dolls.
Yes.
Turn it. Like, turn it. Like, I had a fake microphone and I put up these 2 silver curtains and I'd be like, what's up, Toronto? Like, all of it. All of it. And, like, you know, and then you come out of the closet and you have some of your first intimate experiences in a bedroom with somebody of the same sex and you're like, oh my goodness, I am gay. Oh, holy shit, all these things are happening in a bedroom. And then a pandemic hits and then all of a sudden you're doing the job that you quit your other job to do now from your bedroom.
It's insane. Like, and I mean, it must be so fulfilling now that you're actually living out your dream and now you're doing music. And I think we all know you have a debut single. It's called Cake. So for
You
anyone who
are a piece of this cake. I'm obsessed. I'm feeling so hot. I'm a chocolate baby. Come on, take that banana. I'm so I love that song so much. I heard the demo to that song back in October. I worked with Stacey K Music and Leah Alice Canali, and I don't know about you, but I truly believe that women run this world, and working with 2 such powerful women, and they killed it. Like, they just killed it. They found my key. They found my voice. We co-wrote the song together.
yes.
Asked me, they were like, what do you want this song to be? Like, what do you want it to be about? And I'm like, listen, I just got dumped.
Oh
And
no, really?
oh, honey.
Oh, sorry.
I just got dumped. And I was like, and we are writing this song about the toxic push and pull that you do with yourself when someone's into you. Why is it that when somebody's into us, it makes us more insecure about ourselves? Like, how does that make sense?
It
How
doesn't.
does that make sense? So that's what the song is about. Like, the verses and the pre-choruses are very like, it's been a hot minute, want to see that face. It's all about, but I'm staring at my phone. And then the
Yeah.
choruses are like, when you kind of like dash your inner saboteur away and you're like, you want a piece of this cake? Like, I'm hot. I'm a chocolate, baby. Come on, take that shot. So, like, lyrically, that's what Cake is about. And I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Like, I edited the music video myself. And
What?
with so Caroline Torty, who's another woman who I love working with because she is so incredible and so talented and one of my best friends, she laid down the foundation. Then I went on top and kind of like Priyanka-fied it and edited it. And it was such a collaboration. And It's an iconic video. It was so wild, like doing all these interviews and seeing them like roll in the video. Like, and today we have Priyanka, and it's like, you want a piece of this? I was like, this is crazy. But you get it. Like, you work so hard for these things to happen and to get your name out there. As a POC, like, all what you want is that like visibility. So like, I'm living.
No, honestly, congratulations, and I can imagine the excitement. And you mentioned visibility.
Yeah.
I know visibility is actually a project that was involved in this. So can you talk a little bit about that and your role in visibility?
Yeah, so Vizzy signed me as their community impact director, and I've developed this entire grant program that's giving Canadian artists the chance to apply and have their art basically paid for with promotion and mentorship from me. It truly is like one of its kind. Like it's really hands-on. We put them in like a kind of like a teaching seminar thing with Queer Collective, and I will chat to them about what this project is they want to do and tell them the best way to do it, and that your hard work will pay off, because like, as artists, our art wouldn't be as like, I could still be doing these videos without a platform like Canada's Drag Race, but with the platform like Canada's Drag Race, I have such a bigger audience. So now I'm like lending my audience to other artists that might not get on Drag Race. Maybe they're not drag queens. Maybe they're just straight up artists that can draw or that can dance or that can choreograph or whatever the case is. So I'm excited to like share some of the spotlight, even though I love attention.
No, but honestly, in an industry like this, regardless of artistry, that sort of thing, it's always nice to have support, right? Because it's kind of scary putting yourself out there, and knowing that there is support and all of that. I think that will help people take the first step. And actually see someone commented here, how do we apply? So do you have any info on that?
Yes, of course I did. You go to visibility.com, VIZZY ability, visibility. Go to busyheartseltzer.ca, and you can find it all there. You send in a short video. You tell me why you want it to happen, and then we go through all the applications. I'm so excited to go through. I have hair in my mouth. I'm so excited to get on the application process and watch everyone apply, because I remember applying for Canada's Drag Race. I also remember applying for every production assistant job in Toronto, hoping it would hire me to bring them coffee. So I get it. I totally get it. But like, hustle brings reward, and I'm here to help you along the way.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And once you get your foot in the door and you start building that confidence, that's where it all kind of just, blossoms from there. And I want to go back to your music video for a bit, because the music video itself was so much fun. And like the theme of it, like the question of it was like, who killed Priyanka? And I'm like, what? Who would want to kill Priyanka? Like a series, like, because I know at the end of it, it's like to be continued. So are you going to continue that storyline throughout like multiple music videos?
Yeah, like what happens after myself, Priyanka kills everybody at dinner and then goes on the run with her boyfriend? Like, what happened? Right? And the next song that I teased at the end of that video, it's called all right, let's say the B word. Can you say bitch?
Yeah, just say it.
Okay. The next song is called I'm Busy, and it's like a club anthem. It's so catchy. I wrote it with Stacey K and Leah and Tafari, who is an incredible artist as well. And you could tell it has Tafari written all over it. Like, I'm so excited about it. And it's about like, when like, I don't know if you've had this, but like back when the clubs were open. Oh, Tafari's here! Yay! When the clubs were open, and like you'd be on the dance floor, and like you meet somebody, and or that like 4 hours that it is, and you're buying each other drinks and whatever. Like, you are so in love with them. Like, you are so in love with them. So that's what the song is about. It's like, I love you, but I'm busy. It's very that. All of the music videos for this album are going to connect and tell the storyline of, me going against what people told me what I couldn't do when I was younger, and then just going against it. So I've created this like social injustice nationals. They're the government, kind of like the Hunger Games, and they're making us play these cake games, and I'm like, forget it, I'm gonna kill everyone and do whatever I want. And it's truly so fun. It's so fun, and I feel so thankful that like, you know, I pitched this music video series to so many different sponsorships, and luckily Vizzy what was the one that worked with me beyond the music videos. And I'm so happy that I get to be like a little drag pop star princess Beyonce Ariana Grande. Are you joking?
So awesome. And like you're the way that you're talking about it, obviously there's so many creative elements involved. And by the way, people in the comments are so excited about all and I think it's even harder what you're doing in terms of the storytelling aspect because, yeah, you know, typically people will drop like an album, EP, or whatever, and they have individual music videos that are totally unrelated. But you are actually trying to tell a full story and paint a full picture with all of this work. So, in terms of the EP itself, um, tell us about that. What's the sound like?
Oh,
Have you formed like a track list and the name and all that stuff?
that's literally coming out, I think, in the next week or the week after. Like, it's coming out to like all of the like the album comes out in the summer, July, and we're releasing like the cover and the track list and all that stuff like next week. And then I'm announcing all these things like touring, and it's like it's like
touring. Tell us
touring! And the sound of it, it's funny. Like my mom is my worst critic, right? So I was so nervous to show her Cake, right? I was like, okay, well, she has never heard me sing before. Like, she knows that I'm a drag queen, but like, you know, what is she gonna say about it? But when she heard Cake, and she also heard Bitch I'm Busy, and she also heard the other songs as well, she was like, my son can sing. And I was like, this is the reassurance and validation that I needed. Like, the sound, like the EP takes you on a journey. It starts at Cake, and then it's very like loud and mainstream sounding and just very big. And then we have I'm Bit Busy, which is like this like back at the club anthem that's so catchy. And then I have a song with somebody very special that's about a guy who tried to date us both.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then I have a song that's about like body dysmorphia and like how making love with the lights on is very nerve-wracking, but you can meet somebody that can make it okay and make you feel comfortable in your own skin no matter what you look like. Because like I'm a skinny brown boy, like I always have been, but even still I have so many body issues, like with sex and with being in drag all the time. Like I'm wearing hip pads and I'm wearing a corset, and you take it all off and you're like a stick, and you're like, wait, what is my body, right? I think we all go through that. And then we have like the final song that kind of takes you out, which is like a dance hall inspired anthem, all about just like complain about your shit. Like if you are angry and you're annoyed, complain and let's party. Like, you know, there's nothing like venting. Like I love venting. I love venting, you know?
Interesting. You said that you're most nervous about sharing like, you know, your projects, your music with your mom. Is that what you judge your success factor by? Aside from fans and all that, like, are you most nervous about what your mother thinks about your projects?
I'll never forget. When I was working on The Next Star on YTV, I was still a production assistant, and they told me like, Suki, you are going to be hosting the Next Star finale pre-show live on YTV. And I was like so excited. It's my big broadcast debut, right? I was like 21 at the time, and I was so excited. And I called my mom, and the first thing she said to me was like, how much are they paying you? Like, it's like, mom!
Also, that's such a Guyanese thing. Like, all Guyanese parents.
It's such a guy mom thing. But a lot of my like TV jobs were like that. Like, oh, like I'm so proud of you, but like, how much they paying you? And it wasn't until I stepped into a world like drag where my mom was so wowed by everything. It wasn't how much you're getting paid. It was very like, this is beautiful. Go do what you want to do and have a lot of fun. And I do judge a lot of my success based on my mom, because I know as an immigrant parent how hard she worked to like keep her family and have her bills. Same with my dad. Like my dad works at a factory and he's still doing the night shift. Like they hustle to pay their bills. So if they look at me and say, great job, you're doing well, I'm like, I'm doing more hard work. Great. This is perfect. Like, cause it's our immigrant parents who had to come to Canada, give up their lives in their other countries to come make a life and then have kids and make a life for their kids that are the true hard workers, you
Oh,
know? That's success.
yeah, and I'm glad to hear like support is so important, especially from your parents, and to see them like excited about everything that you're doing is also like a nice stepping stone because a lot of people might not get that full experience. And hopefully like your story and your path has inspired people to, you know, open up and be who they really are because at the end of the day, like loving yourself and being who you are is so important. And I think with the EP, we'll get a chance to see that other side of you. And now that
I'm
you know,
so excited.
yeah. Were there any challenges in specific that you faced while working on this music?
Yeah, like a lot of like I'm really thankful for Stacey K because in the moments where I was very like, I don't think I could hit that note.
Hmm.
It was like, you could do it, or me thinking that like I wanted a song to have a certain name or have a certain, you know, sound, or I want to do this run or that run and that, and she's like, try like her it was her idea to name the song Cake. She's like,
Hmm.
it needs to be something weird. Like it needs to be the biggest personality you've ever seen. It needs to be something weird. Mm-hmm. Pitching idea, and she's like, I hate that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, it needs to be like Cake. And then all of a sudden, it just like it was like that's it. Like I think like with music and writing it, and like it's so personal, and I've had such control over my brand. Like what's my name and just be gay and all my looks and my wigs and my makeup. I'm such a control freak. So the hardest part about making music is that teamwork makes the dream work, and sometimes you have to let go to let yourself tell your story, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And that was definitely the hardest part. And I'm so thankful they involved me in all the processes, all the mixing, all the mastering. Is this approved? Do you like this? And I was like, change the drums, make it more electronic, and all of it. It was amazing. Yeah, I'm excited to take it. It truly is like a diary, and I always thought it was so stupid when artists were like, yes, you get to see the real me. I'm like, your song is called "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time, Hon." Like, what are you talking about? But now my song is called Cake, and I'm like, it's about steps. It's
You
about
have to go through the motion and experience it for you to know that it is actually a representation of your diary, your life. and,
yeah,
uh, and
whatever, Brittany.
I assume this is just like the beginning of your music career. So, moving forward, do you have any dream collaborations in mind?
Yes, I think that it's important for us artists to support each other. So, Beyonce, if you're listening, no, my voice and my like vocal abilities would pair well with like any girl group. Like
Hmm.
Little Mix featuring Priyanka
Yeah.
is in the cars. It has to be. Um, I also want to really collaborate with somebody like a Doja Cat, um, or like a Lizzo, or just something fun because it's like they're just partying and they're artists that are so unapologetically themselves, and like that's the kind of, you know, artist that I want to pair with. I also really want to do a country song with Trixie Mattel.
Really
So,
interesting.
so bad. I want it to be me,
Wow.
Trixie Mattel, and Orville Peck with a little side of Shania, and yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm trying to think who else. Who else would you see me with? Like,
I want to see you do something with Ariana Grande, to be
oh
quite
my
honest.
god, this is very Ari. If this was like half up, half down, very. Um, I love Ariana Grande. I can't believe she just got married.
I know. It was such a surprise. She waited 2 weeks to post the pictures, and I'm like, girl, please post them. I cannot wait any longer. So
She looks beautiful.
she looks awesome.
Who is she married to? Like, who is that?
Dalton Gomez, he is a real estate agent. So he's not like a public person. I actually tried to follow him on Instagram, but his account is private and I like requested it and I'm still waiting for the accept. I don't think it'll happen, but once
No, you will accept. It's a.
it's been
Oh,
about a year. So.
you know who I really would love to do a collaboration with, and my friend Jen told me this is going to happen one day. She was like, Mel C from the Spice Girls.
Oh, what?
And
That's
I was like, why does that make sense? Like, that just feels right.
yeah. Honestly though, like I feel like I'm a very firm believer in manifesting and
Yes,
like believing that it'll happen. And I believe that if you genuinely believe in yourself and that it will happen, it will happen. So I
yes.
made a list of all
Oh,
the names.
I need to show you something. I
Yeah.
when I was filming Canada's Drag Race in my hotel room, they gave these notebooks, and on day one, I wrote, "I will win Canada's Drag
What?
Race."
Actually,
Yeah, and I
yes,
won.
that is amazing.
Very important. I'm happy you said that because like if you put it out there, if you don't get like directly what you want, you're gonna get something to guide you to get what you want. Like it's such a thing. It's such a thing.
Yeah, no, and I truly believe in that. So all those names you listed, one of these days it's gonna happen. Now, before we wrap up, because we're running out of time, obviously it's Pride. It's Pride Month. We're celebrating at Kiss. So, what are your special plans for Pride?
Well, my special plans include sifting through all these incredible applications we're going to get for the Visibility Project. Make sure you head over to visibility.com. Check out my Instagram. All the information is there. And I'm also hosting Toronto's 40th Pride Parade anniversary. That's like such an honor. An
That's amazing.
honor. So I get to host that. And I'm just going to tell all my queer friends that I love them and release music to my fan Yanka so they can dance and put them on their Pride playlists and eat a lot of great Guyanese food.
Yeah.
Like I just learned how to cook dal and rice and bhaji, and it makes me it's what I do with my mom. I FaceTime her and she like walks me through everything.
Oh,
And I'm like, this is remember I don't know if this happened to you, but remember when you went to school back in the day, like when you're in elementary school and your mom would pack like curry for you to take?
oh my God, all the time.
But you want to. You're like, I just want a bologna sandwich, like Sarah. Why Jamie's parents give her a bologna sandwich? I have this garbage. And it's so funny because now white people are like, we love chicken curry, like we love kale. I'm like, bitch, what? What the hell was I suffering eating some salty ass meat bologna sandwich in grade 5 and now?
See,
So pride
you
to me
you
also,
regret what other people say. That's the moral of the story.
yeah, pride to me is celebrated by not only being proud to be gay and to be a drag queen and to be a part of this incredible community. It also, I want to celebrate being brown and
Yes.
being Guyanese and just just eating a lot of Guyanese food.
Yeah, and I also want to mention, correct me if I'm wrong though, you're the first Indo-Caribbean person in the entire Drag Race series to win, right?
Yaha!
Easy. So
Holla!
like that must like how does that make you feel? Because within the Caribbean community, I find that it's very rare to have representation like you. So when you won and you realized that, like, what was that moment like for you?
It was and still is shocking. I think the most shocking thing is like not only being the first and like paving the way and making all this history. Like not now it's history books. Like, oh, who won season 1 of Canada's Drag Race? Oh, Priyanka. Yeah, cool. Like that's like just that. That's just a fact now. The most beautiful thing is realizing how close-minded I was with
Mm-hmm.
the amount of support that my family gave me. My uncle passed away back in October, and at the funeral, I had so many family members, uncles, aunties, grandparents, great grandparents, this cousin, second cousin, third cousin, fifth cousin, all different ages and from all different parts of Canada, Guyana, US, everybody. Everyone came up to me being like, we watched the entire season. We're so proud of you. I was
Oh,
like, wow, like if my family can be proud of me as a POC, then a POC family, this can happen for everybody.
hmm.
For everybody. So it's important to me to be that representation and also show that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And even if your family is homophobic and they are not open and they are closed-minded, you have your chosen family, and those are the people that are most important. Your day-to-day is like, I have my drag mom, Ecstasy Love. I have, now my team, like my wardrobe stylist now has become like one of my best friends. We call and text all every single day. It's like so important to have people around you that just let you be you, and that's what Pride's all about.
Yeah.
I,
Well,
you're. Either I like talking and hearing myself talk, or you're a good interviewer. I'm not sure. I'm not.
It's a mix of both. Let's just,
I'm like, how did I get here? I'm like, how did I? I'm like, why? It felt like I was on stage in my finale gown, answering like, why should you be Canada's dress
oh,
superstar? I was like, oh well, I want to be the representation that like it felt like.
glad that you were able to relive that moment, and I'm excited, like, on everything that you've accomplished. I'm very, very excited for this EP and the touring that's coming up. So thank you so much for your time today.
Of course, and thank you for your time. Make sure everyone streams Cake on
Yeah.
iTunes, Apple Music, and Spotify and Google. Make sure you go watch the music video and share it around. If you go to RuPaul's Twitter, it's the last thing he shared.
Oh, what? That's awesome.
RuPaul.
Amazing.
I even met him, and he likes me. So hey, how you
Hey,
doing? And make sure you enter the Visibility Project, visibility.com, to check it out. Also, follow my brown sister on Instagram. Her dreams come true. She has worked very hard. She's now landed a really great job with Kiss, and I'm very proud of you.
thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And we were talking about this before. I haven't seen you like physically in years. So this was
The
really,
time I saw you was outside the Rogers Center.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's our first time meeting in person.
Yeah, I remember that. That seems like forever ago. So it was really nice to catch up with you.
Yeah, you're amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much, and same to you. And hopefully one day in person we might get to hang out again. But again, until then, congratulations, and we'll chat soon.
Thank you. Love you. Love you, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for joining, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the interview, and yeah, hopefully we'll have Priyanka on another day. Thank you for taking that half an hour to be with us again, Priyanka, and thank you guys for your time. And I will see you later. Bye, guys.